Well, hi folks. Hey, yeah, time for another review. I'm going to consider this a review demo kind of video. What have I got going on here? Now, for some folks, this will be familiar. It's a Fiskars Camp Hatchet. Okay. This Fiskars, I went out and I purchased this myself. Actually, it was early this spring I did that, and I've been using it throughout the summer. Now, my youngest son, he gifted me with this. It's a Camillus Camp Hatchet, titanium. Very nice piece, very nice. He gifted me with this. Now, this goes beyond Camp Hatchet. It's also a camp saw. Now, this is going to be interesting. We'll get to the saw later. Okay, so what do we got going on? The Fiskars is nothing but a camp hatchet. It's got kind of a neat little sheath that it's on, carry handle, but no way to wear it on a belt. There's no belt hoops, nothing. There's no way to carry this from your waist on a belt. Just this handle for carrying it, okay? It's got this locking tab that locks the hatchet into the sheath. And you can see it's a very wide-headed hatchet. It's made for chopping. Definitely made for chopping. And splitting campwood. And it fits nicely into the sheath and then locks in place so it don't fall out, and you carry it by the handle, or you can put a lanyard on it, you know, carry it over your shoulder or whatever. Okay, the Camillus. Now, the thing is, they both weigh almost identical, about the exact same weight. Now, the Camillus, it's got a nice sheath on it. It's got a belt clip. It's one of those that clips down over your belt. It's low enough profile. It would ride real good on your belt. Another thing I like about it is the sheath, the hard case sheath, has this strap on it. If a person needed to, and they wanted this on their left side, you could pull these screws off, remount this to the other side, the belt clip, and carry it on the left side. Because the snaps, there's a snap on each side, same strap. So, and they're good industrial snaps, good. And the hatchet actually snaps up into that sheath. You can probably hear it. There it is. It snaps in there just nice. So that's extra hold, right? So there it is. There's the Camillus. It's got a textured hammerhead on it. I don't quite know what that hole is for. It does have this finger groove in the head, so you can get it up tight like this if you want to use it for shaving, okay, like you're making feather sticks or the like. You can get your finger right up there and just really work that, right? It's got a nice thick head, nice tip, very sharp from the factory blade, really nice composite handle. It's head heavy, so it's good for chopping. Camillus titanium. Okay, we're going to put this back in the sheath. I already showed you that it had a fold out. We'll get back, we'll do that again. I just got to remember how to do that. Yeah, it's a locking blade so that you don't have to worry about that saw blade flopping out, because it won't flop out once it's put in the handle. You got to push it down the lock, and then you can pull the blade, get it started. Whoops. If you're not fumbling like me. You get the blade started, and you can just pull it out, and it locks in place. Locks in place. Now, the really unique thing is when you're using that blade, typical, right? With this one, you get a grip on it, and you can hold on to the head, the sheath, and you can really put some power into your sawing, right? We'll put this saw blade to the test, and we'll put the hatchet head to the test, and compare it to the Fiskars. Now, price-wise, they're about the same price, okay? Now, the Fiskars, it's got the hammer head on the blade, so I have to point that out. It does, you can hammer it with it, and you can chop with it, just like you can with the Camillus. But the Camillus has some other options. Oh, and by the way, that's a bottle opener on the back, on the belt lock. Again, why do these people always put bottle openers on every survival item? All the outdoor items got bottle openers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we need that many bottle openers out here. So let's move on. I'm going to move to the chopping block. We're going to chop with these a little bit, and I'm going to show you how they perform. Okay, guys, okay? We're going to keep this real simple. I'm going to split a little bit of wood here, small stuff, just to see how they perform. We're going to do the Fiskars first. Get it out of its sheath. We'll just split this little piece of wood. If I can get it to stand up here. There we go. We'll just split that. No biggie. Oh boy. Well, we'll try splitting this. Problem is I don't have any good wood that doesn't have knots in it. But we'll try to split this bigger piece. It's going to take some heft to get, because it's such a long piece. Oh, it almost went all the way through. Whoa. We'll give her another try here. Fiskars, good job, good job. Now, we'll do the Camillus. The Camillus, I expect, will perform pretty much so the same. The only thing I'm concerned about is the way this handle is raised above that blade. I wish it was tapered instead of a dead stop, because if I get into a log and hit that as a dead stop, the only way I'm getting it out is to rock it and pry it. But we'll see if that'll split the rest of this. See, it hit that spot. It wanted to go all the way through, but it hit that part of the handle. It'll split, but that handle is an issue. That little bit of a rise on it is enough. It stops the blade that far in. If that wasn't there, it would have split right through, just like the Fiskars did. So between the two of them, I think the Fiskars beat this out by 1 point. And it's because of that handle, Now, let's put that saw to the test, okay? So we're going to throw the sheath back on. Like I said, it snaps on. I like that. Snaps right on there. And then you can put the strap over it, snap it on. It's like it's double secured. Okay. You depress the lock. Whoops. Got to hold it the right way. Get the blade started. And the blade folds out and locks in place. What do we have that I can cut? Okay, here's a piece. We'll cut this. We'll cut this piece. And just hold it like a regular camp saw, like this. And we'll cut a chunk off. It cut it pretty nicely, but this is what I wanted to point out to you. Now you can grab onto this like I was doing, or you can grab onto it two hands, use one hand back here using the head with the sheath on, and this finger grip like a pistol grip, and gives you more power. Let's see what we can do here. Nice clean cut. Nice clean cut. It cuts really good. That's a good camp saw. That's really a good camp saw. So with that, guys, and I like the fact it's a good locking blade. Everything seems sturdy, nothing wiggles, nothing rattles. I like that. I like that. We're gonna move back over here and I'm gonna wrap this up. So folks, Fiskars Camp Hatchet, hammerhead, good sharp blade, wide bodied for splitting campfire wood around your campfire. Now I was trying to split some pretty long stuff, longer than typical for your campfire, some of it a little bigger than typical. This will do the job. It has for me throughout the season. But now, the Camillus Camp Hatchet. It's got a great blade. I'm very happy with the blade. Very sturdy, nice and sharp from the factory. I like this finger indentation. I didn't try it, but I'm sure, yeah. You could make feather sticks with this. You could, yeah. I like the head on this. The only thing I didn't care for is the way the handle's designed. They should have had this tapered. This handle should have tapered to the blade, to the body of the blade. Should have tapered on the front half of it, so that as you split, that taper would walk down into the cut. Instead, what it does is it hits, because it's a 90-degree angle, it's hitting. Your blade can only go that far into the piece of wood you're splitting, and it hits the handle. Well, then you're stuck. You gotta wiggle it, mess with it to get it out. If it doesn't split before it reaches that handle, That's where it stops, and you can't pound the handle beyond that gap. So that they could have fixed. They could have tapered that. And I'm looking at it, and there might be a way I can grind that down to get a taper to it. Other than that, it performs just as well as the Fiskars did. Okay. The hammerheads, I didn't put them to use, but yeah, they're good. They're good hammerheads. The only difference, the thing that I wish, okay, the Fiskars, it's a flat hammerhead. I wish this was flat. It's got serrated edge on it, and for pounding a nail, that's odd. That's odd. It'll bend the head of the nail, so that's a little odd. I wish that was flat. Okay, now the handle itself, the Fiskars is comfortable, and it's got a really big heel on it to keep your hand from sliding off the butt. And it's got a good feel to it, good texture, good feel, very comfortable. It feels secure in your hand. Okay, the Fiskars is good that way. The Camillus, I like the contoured finger indentations. My hand fits in it just perfect, just perfect. You can choke up where this blade slot is. You can choke up that far with it, or you can go straight up to the head like this, or you can get right down to the butt of it and give you more head length. It's very comfortable handle, very comfortable handle. Now I suspect this is for a lanyard, this hole up here. I don't know why you'd carry it through that. There's no way to access it through the sheath, and you wouldn't want that bare blade swinging around out there on a lanyard. That would be just like taking this Fiskars, take the sheath off of it, have a lanyard on it here, and have that thing swinging around. No, I don't think so. Okay, so how do I rate these? Well, oh, that locking sheath and the industrial strength snaps is a big plus. I love them. So how do I rate these? 1 through 10. I'm giving the Fiskars a 9. Why am I giving it a 9? That's a pretty good score, a 9. Because it performs very well. I can split a lot of wood with this, and I have. It's made well, and it's capable of doing what it was designed to do. It's got a good hammerhead. Blade was nice and sharp right from the factory, and it performs very well. And I like the weight of it for handling and chopping. I like it. Okay, so it got a 9. Camillus. Oh, why did I take a point away from it? Because all it is a hatchet, and it has no way to mount it, to carry it. There's no way. You can. The only way to carry it is like a suitcase. There's no way to transport it other than to carry it by this handle on top of it. So I took a point away for that. That they need to put a belt clip or a belt hoop or something on the sheath so that you can carry this on your belt. Okay? That's where they lost the point. Okay, Camillus. What do I give Camillus? I give it a 9. Okay. Now the Camillus, I have to say, the hammerhead, a little bit of issue with the weird textured hammerhead, but that's a non-issue. How often do you use the hammerhead, right? Blade was excellent. Blade's excellent, sharp. I love the contoured finger cutout for doing close-in work. I love the handle. I love the different grip positions I can take on it. I love the locking sheath. The industrial strength snaps. I don't care for the bottle opener. The saw performed well. I like the saw. It's as good as any camp saw out there, other than Silky's. I have to say, Silky still is one of the best camp saws in the world. But this isn't the Silky, and it performed the way I expected it. At least the way I expected it to, and then some. And I like that it's good locking saw blade. But where did it lose a point? Well, it lost that point because of this handle. This 90 degrees on this handle, the handle being thicker than the hatchet blade, that needs to be tapered. That 90 degrees makes it difficult to split certain woods. You'll bury this hatchet right up to that handle, and that's as far as it's going to go. If it was tapered, it would continue through and finish the split. So because of the handle, that one little issue, it lost a point for that. Otherwise, this puppy would have been a 10. I guarantee you it would have been a 10. But because of the handle, it's not getting a 10. It's getting a 9. So I'm happy. I am a very happy camper. I've got two beautiful, awesome camp firewood splitters right here. Basic utility type hatchets with great features that perform awesomely. So there you go, guys. Fiskars, Camillus. Which one? Which way would you go? If you got a favorite camp saw that you just wouldn't give up, maybe you want to just go with the Fiskar because it'll perform like this. But if you want your saw and your hatchet to all be one unit, like this, the convenience of it, go with the Camillus. Otherwise, I think I'd be sending you astray to say, oh, one of them is the absolute only one you ever need. I think either one of them, in the right circumstance, would be a number 9 for you, at least. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little demo and little review. Now, I've put these more to the test than what I showed in the video, of course, just to be able to rate them honestly. And I am impressed with both of them. So, hey, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll know when I'm doing videos. You'll know when I'm doing live streams. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you think of it. I'd love it. Love your comments. Love your comments. What did you think of the review? What do you think of these items? I know there's always folks out there who say, well, I have such and such. It's not the ones you showed, but I got such and such, and it's a much better item. It's a much better item. Hey, to each his own. If you find something that suits you perfectly, that's the best item in the world. But it may not be to others. I do my reviews, and I just hope people find that one tool that they think that meets my bill. That's what I needed. Or, oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want a tool like that. It's like with knives. People don't realize sometimes there's thousands, literally thousands of knife makers in the world. And custom made knives from small forges are always awesome. They're always awesome. Are they the very best knife? No, the knife you use and you depend on and you know that it'll do what you want it to do. That's the best knife in the world. Don't let anybody tell you what the best knife in the world is. You decide for yourselves what are your best tools and why are they the best tools for you. And until the next time, guys, Sty loves you. Stay safe in the outdoors. Be careful using these tools. I don't want to hear of anybody being injured. And until the next time, you all have a very, very nice day. Bye-bye.